Welcome back, radiant soul of the sun. If you're hearing these words, trust that it's not by accident. The universe has brought you here with purpose, because today, May 10th, carries a frequency of deep inner change, one that stirs quietly beneath the surface of your awareness. You may sense a subtle tension in the air, a weight that's hard to name, as if something is preparing to awaken from within you. And this is not a sign of disruption, Leo. It's a sacred signal of awakening. Your inner world is shifting, not in chaos, but in preparation. You're not being asked to fight harder or to chase what's out of reach. Instead, you are being invited to pause, to breathe, to soften into the present moment and allow what's meant for you to arrive in its own divine timing. You may feel tempted to push, to act quickly, to figure it all out. But today's energy doesn't reward force. It responds to surrender. And in that surrender, something magical happens. The universe begins to align events in your favor, not because you chased them, but because you allowed them. So, let go of the need to control. Let go of the pressure to fix, to know, to force. Your only task right now is to trust the flow, to believe that what is unfolding is for your highest good, even if it's not yet visible. And now, let's journey into the cards, the messages, and the sacred signs that your soul has already begun to receive. Abundance is drawing closer, Leo. In the realm of finances, today marks a gentle but undeniable turning point. The energy around you is shifting, opening pathways that were once blocked, and bringing opportunities that may seem small at first, but carry the potential to grow into something deeply rewarding. You are stepping into a phase where material success becomes more accessible, not because you are chasing it with desperation, but because you are aligning with it through grounded presence and intentional effort. But here's what the universe wants you to remember. Material gain means very little if it isn't rooted in meaning. The blessings that are making their way toward you are not just about money. They are about the deeper sense of stability, value, and alignment. Ask yourself, does what I'm building reflect who I truly am? Because true abundance isn't found in what you accumulate, but in how closely your outer world reflects your inner truth. This is the time to refine your vision. Success is not out of reach. In fact, it's already circling your energetic field, waiting for your invitation. But let your actions be guided not just by profit, but by purpose. When your values are clear, your prosperity becomes more than a number. It becomes a reflection of your soul's integrity, and as you navigate this energy, pay attention to synchronicities and seemingly random opportunities. Some of them may appear modest, but they carry the seeds of long-term growth. Trust your instincts, stay open, and most importantly, share your blessings when you can. Generosity is a magnet for even greater wealth. Your lucky numbers today are 6, -6, 0, 92, 42, 0, 45, 40, 67. Let them guide you as symbols of alignment, not superstition. Reminders that when your heart and your actions are in harmony, fortune follows naturally. In the realm of career, Leo, there is a quiet momentum building beneath the surface, the kind that signals a breakthrough is on its way. You may not see it yet, but the pieces are beginning to move. A new opportunity is approaching, and it holds the potential to shift the direction of your professional path in a meaningful and lasting way. Whether it arrives as a promotion, an unexpected collaboration, or a bold new project, this is not just change for the sake of change. This is evolution. You're being positioned for something greater, but the stars urge you, do not rush. Just because the door is opening doesn't mean you must sprint through it immediately. Timing is everything, and today, patience is your ally. Take time to reflect, to gather information, to sense what feels aligned. Not every offer is meant to be accepted at once. Some require you to sit in the unknown a little longer so that clarity can emerge. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. You may feel a surge of ambition, a desire to leap forward and finally claim what you've been working toward. That fire within you is powerful, but don't let it burn too fast. Let it burn steady, with focus, with confidence, with discernment. The opportunities coming your way deserve a version of you that is not only bold, but wise. Remember that the most significant shifts in your career often begin subtly. In a conversation, an idea, a seemingly minor change in routine. Stay open to these signs. Listen to your intuition, and when the moment feels right, not forced, not pressured, but aligned, you'll know it's time to step forward. For now, hold your vision close and walk with quiet strength. The path is unfolding, and your purpose is finding its way into the world. One decision, one opportunity, one sacred step at a time. In matters of the heart, Leo, today's energy carries the weight of unspoken feelings and silent pauses. There may be a delay, a sense of emotional distance, or even doubt lingering between you and someone you care about. It's not that love has disappeared, it's that the rhythm of the relationship has shifted. Perhaps you've been waiting for clarity, for a sign, or for someone to meet you where you are, and yet all you seem to find is stillness. But don't mistake this stillness for stagnation. Something is moving beneath the surface, beyond the visible. This moment is not a punishment, it's an invitation to slow down and truly listen. Sometimes love asks us not to act, but to observe, not to chase resolution, but to sit with what's unresolved. If there has been heartbreak, miscommunication, or a drifting apart, it's not because you failed. It's because the soul needs space to remember what it truly wants. The message from the stars is gentle yet clear. Be patient. Let go of the need to fix, to know, or to rewind the past. The cycle you are in now is preparing you for something new, not necessarily a new person, but a new way of loving. One that is deeper, freer, and no longer built on fear or past wounds. If you've been holding on to memories that still ache, allow them to rise and release. Forgive what cannot be changed, bless what once was, and then let it go with grace, because only in that letting go can something new arrive, something that is not weighed down by the expectations or disappointments of yesterday. The wheel of fate is turning, Leo, and as it does, it opens a door to emotional renewal. You may not know what's on the other side just yet, but trust that it is love in a purer form, a love that honors who you are now, not who you once were. Be open, stay soft, and know that the heart always finds its way home when it's no longer bound by the past. When it comes to your health, Leo, today's energy is both invigorating and cautionary. There's a strong current of vitality flowing through you, a sense that your body is ready to move, to stretch, to rise into its natural power. You may feel more energized than usual, and this is a beautiful time to recommit to your physical well-being. If you've been meaning to restart a fitness routine, nourish your body more intentionally, or reconnect with nature, today offers the momentum to do so with ease. Your inner fire is alive. Let it fuel your discipline, not just your desire. And yet, beneath that strength, there's an emotional undercurrent that needs your attention. While you may appear vibrant on the outside, unresolved emotional stress can quietly take root, manifesting as fatigue, tension, or physical discomfort. You are someone who often carries more than you show. The weight of responsibility, the echoes of old wounds, the pressure to be strong even when over time, this emotional strain can tax the body in ways that aren't immediately visible. This is your reminder to slow down and listen to what your body is truly telling you. When your emotions are left unspoken or unprocessed, they don't disappear. They settle in the muscles, in the breath, in the quality of your rest. So make space for stillness. Let yourself cry if the tears come. Let yourself rest if you feel worn thin. Healing is not weakness. It is wisdom in motion. What your body needs now is balance, not quick fixes, but long-term care rooted in love and consistency. A healthy life is not built in grand gestures, but in daily rituals. A walk in the sunlight, a meal prepared with intention, a bedtime that respects your need to restore. Choose habits that nourish your nervous system as much as your muscles. Empathize with the people who bring warmth and compassion to the group in creating a rhythm that honors both your strength and your softness. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to prove anything. You simply have to show up every day for the temple that carries your spirit. And when you do, Leo, your light will not only shine, it will endure. Within the sacred space of family and close relationships, Leo, today may bring subtle emotional ripples, small misunderstandings, moments of tension, or lingering unspoken feelings. It's not necessarily conflict in its loudest form, but rather a quiet dissonance that can be felt in a glance, a pause, or a conversation that doesn't land quite right. These moments can be confusing, especially when your intentions are rooted in love and care. But remember, even in the most bonded relationships, misalignment is natural. We are all navigating our own inner worlds, and sometimes those worlds momentarily drift apart. This is not a time for blame. It is a time for grace. If someone in your family is distant, reactive, or hard to reach, take a deep breath before reacting. Ask yourself not just, what did they say, but also, what pain might they be carrying? Empathy doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior. It means creating space for understanding, even when words fall short. Sometimes healing doesn't begin with an apology, it begins with presence. Leo, you are the heart of many connections. Your warmth, your constancy, and your silent strength are often what holds the emotional fabric of your family together. This can feel like a heavy responsibility, but it is also a sacred gift. Today, let that gift shine through in your ability to stay centered. You don't need to fix every dynamic or smooth over every silence. You simply need to hold the energy of patience so that others can find their way back to trust. If you find yourself emotionally charged or misunderstood, give yourself the same compassion you extend to others. Step outside if you need perspective. Journal your feelings before you speak them. And when you do return to the conversation, speak with intention, not urgency. Your calm becomes a lighthouse, not just for others, but for yourself. Lastly, remember that family, chosen or biological, is not defined by perfection. It is defined by how we return to each other after discomfort. The wheel of fortune whispers that family dynamics are shifting and new beginnings are possible, but they require your conscious participation. Offer what you can, a kind word, a softened tone, a moment of listening without interrupting. These small choices are not small at all. They are the stitches that mend even the most frayed connection. Today, Leo, choose peace. Choose to be the healing presence your family may not know they need. And in doing so, you invite love back into the room, not through force, but through your quiet, unwavering grace. Today, Leo, your energetic field finds its natural harmony with certain signs who reflect or complement the lessons you are moving through. Fiery spirits like Aries and Sagittarius will resonate with your boldness and help reignite your motivation when you're feeling uncertain. They meet your passion with passion, and together you create momentum that cannot be ignored. On the other hand, Virgo and Capricorn bring a grounded, methodical wisdom that can help temper your intensity and offer you the structure you need to build something lasting. These earth signs aren't here to slow you down. They're here to help you channel your energy into something meaningful. Today is a beautiful time to open your heart to collaboration, connection, and conversation with these energies. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or a partner, the presence of these signs can help you see yourself more clearly and remind you that you're never meant to walk your journey alone. To enhance and support your aura, the stars are calling you to embrace the color golden yellow, a radiant hue that symbolizes the sun, vitality, and prosperity. This color is more than aesthetic today. It is energetic armor. Wear it, visualize it, or place it in your environment as a reminder of your inherent strength and the abundance that already surrounds you. Let it reflect your inner royalty. Not the loud kind, but the kind that shines simply by existing. And finally, let this be your guiding thought, your inner compass. When the day feels unclear, patience is not about waiting, it's about keeping a good attitude while waiting. So hold your head high, Leo, not because everything is already perfect, but because you trust in what's unfolding. Your light is not fading, it's ripening. And so, Leo, as we come to the end of today's message, let this truth settle into your heart like the warmth of the morning sun. You are not behind, you are not lost, and you are not late. Everything is unfolding in divine rhythm, not by force, but by alignment. The delays, the detours, even the doubts, they are not signs of failure, but invitations to deepen your trust, to soften your grip, and to remember that your power has never come from control, it comes from presence. You are standing at the edge of a new beginning. It may not arrive with fireworks or loud announcements, but with a quiet shift. The kind you feel deep in your bones when you know something beautiful is on its way. So breathe. Be patient with yourself. Let the universe reveal its gifts in its own sacred time. You are not just walking toward abundance, healing, and love. You are already becoming the kind of person who can receive them fully. And that, Leo, is the real transformation. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. If this message resonated with your spirit, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I read each one with care. Until next time, stay grounded in your truth, lead with your heart, and as always, keep shining.